message actually is a specific message for a friend of mine, Grace Randolph. I consider her a friend, even though we've never met, but I love her because she's an amazing human being and she's always sharing television news, entertainment news, and you can check out her channel right at the bottom. An amazing place. Every time I wake up in the morning and drink my coffee, I watch it before I go to work, and it really lifts up my day. So most recently, Grace Randolph did a video about Wreck-It Ralph and Wreck-It Ralph 2. Everybody's expecting and loving Wreck-It Ralph 2 so much that I watched it again. And Grace, I want to say thank you so much because it really is. It's an amazing movie on so many different levels that it's really a masterpiece. And I agree with you in your review that you talked about. It's really a concise masterpiece movie. But we love the world, so somehow, and your video, you nailed it. So if you want to see the link to the video of what Wreck-It Ralph 2 might look like and suggestions, highly recommend Disney talking to Grace and getting those ideas because amazing ideas that are happening there. But what I want to talk about, Mega Man the movie and Gremlins the movie, two of my favorite franchises. And I do believe that there's a lot of stuff that they can do with it, especially with Gremlins. I think Gremlins 2, I don't know if it was a big box office hit, but when the Gremlins started being mutated into like the vegetable gremlin, the female gremlin, and the smart gremlin, and the bad gremlin, I think that really opened up a lot of doors. So I think that I would love for that element to be played with. Now, is it a reboot or is it a part 3 to the Gremlins movie? That's my question. So what do you think, Grace? I would love to hear your thoughts on the Gremlins movie and what you would like to see. Now, the other thing is Mega Man. Mega Man is an amazing franchise, Capcom. There's been some beef back and forth between the creator of Mega Man and a team of Capcom and what's going on with that and the video game industry. And they were supposed to have a video game and the video game didn't come out. And there was another offshoot video franchise that came out of it from the creator. I'm confused. There's a lot of talk about that. But Mega Man is an amazing story because it's a story of this doctor and he had various robots that he had created, and they were sentient robots, so they were kind of his children, and there were 7 of them. And so and I believe Mega Man originally was a robot, but he's always been a robot, but he was like a helper robot. He wasn't a fighting robot. So when his 6 of his brothers were kidnapped and transformed evil, then Mega Man had to step up and be a soldier to save his brothers. And I think the brotherhood element, the factor that these are his brothers that have been turned evil, I think that that's something really powerful that could be played with, and brainwashing and stuff like that, and so just I'm really excited about Mega Man and what could happen. Now, each individual master has their own specific power. Like Guts Man, he's really strong. Cuts Man can cut stuff. Elect Man can shoot electricity. Ice Man can make ice, and then it goes on, and it's become so popular that it's become several franchises, even with a spin-off of Mega Man X with all those different elements. And would you, Grace, love to see a hint in the cartoon version? What they did is they talked a little bit about the futuristic Mega Man X, and then the cartoon got canceled. Would you like to see that, Grace? And how would you, I know that it's the people that are making, I think the Hunger Games and the bridge thing with the falling and the sand and the heat, and people are like, it's hot. I don't know. The Scorch Trials, I think the same people that are making the Scorch Trials. So do you think that it's going to be a little bit more mature? And I would love to see a mature Mega Man. Is it going to be animated? Is it going to be live action? What would you like to see, Grace? I love your input because your input is amazing and you always have the pulse on Hollywood. And I do believe that every single person on the planet should subscribe to you because you really are an uplifting human being and I love you. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful year. And check out her channel. Check out her channel, and below that, her video. Well, I'll put the video, and then below that, her channel, so you can know what I'm talking about. And maybe you'll watch Wreck-It Ralph 2 and see. Oh, well, maybe you will, because now Grace has fueled that fire that is already there. Penelope von Schweetz actually asked her to do that, so it was really exciting. So thank you for listening, and I wish you a wonderful year.